I'm definitely trying to get Ben Simmons on the podcast, and that is a beautiful intro to this episode. The invitation is out there. Ben Simmons, whenever you're ready, pull up to No Pump Fakes. Let's get it started. Man, we got to talk about the Sixers. We have to get active. Philly, James Harden, the relationship is beginning. There's a lot of trades, but obviously there's only one trade.
Biggest trade
we give a damn about. And that is James Harden.
I wouldn't say all that.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Russell Westbrook still a Laker. Was there some, okay, but KP to the Wizards. KP to the Wizards. Okay.
True,
anyway, Trez to the Hornets. Love Trez. You feel me?
True.
But James Harden is in Philly. Ben Simmons is on the Brooklyn Nets. Ben Simmons is out of Philly. James Harden is out of Brooklyn. Everyone is happy. Everyone should be happy, I would say. Initial thoughts on this lovely or diabolical trade. I have time.
Initial thoughts to me is because I live on the East Coast. It's a win-win. Get to go to Philly, watch James Harden. I can see my boy Ben Simmons play in Barclays. It's a win-win for me. Win-win for both organizations as well. I feel like even though that James Harden is the best player out of the trade package, I think it's a pretty decent and even trade. I feel like if you want to get an edge, you probably got to get an edge to the Philadelphia Sixers because they got the best player out of the deal. But at the same time, like you said, both players got what they wanted. Ben Simmons gets a fresh new start. James Harden gets to go play in Philadelphia with Joel Embiid. And it's funny because, like, Ben Simmons is a lucky man. Like, it's not like he got traded to, like, they were talking about Minnesota, Sacramento. He come down to Brooklyn.
He might win a chip this year.
Come play with Kevin Durant. Come play with Kyrie Irving. And it's crazy because, like, I think people are underestimating, like, Ben Simmons. They talk about he doesn't shoot the ball. He doesn't do this. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Simmons ain't never probably got to shoot the ball for the next 5 years because they got shooters. Then you got Seth Curry, you got Patty Mills, you got Kevin Durant, you got Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris as well. Like, they got shooters. Like, it's come on now. Like, it's Ben Simmons. He won.
I thought the energy was he has to be surrounded by shooters, but also had the ball in his hands and also be the best player on the court because you got to remember they got shooters. But Kevin Durant ain't no catch and shoot, or that's not what you want him doing. Kyrie Irving isn't a, go off ball unless, just stand in the corner, wait for me to get active, and then you just,
That's true.
So people had a problem, and obviously with the Sixers it's different because Embiid was their best player, and he was a big, but now KD and Kai can work on the perimeter. But even still, does that concern you at all, that the fact that those other guys still need the basketball in their hands?
Yeah, it concerns me because, like, James Harden's a hybrid guard, but James Harden is like, he can run that point guard position. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the way he played, like, very half court, very slow at times, but, like, he can set up guys and, like, pick and roll, stuff like that. He hasn't really done the pick and roll a lot because, like, he hasn't really had to because he had, like I said, shooters and stuff. But at the same time, like, he knows how to get players into right spots. Ben Simmons, whether you think he's a guard, whether you think he's a forward, whatever you think he is, Ben Simmons is more of a fast break transition. Let's get it and go. Let me find an open man. It's like in a half court, he's not really doing what James Harden does. So I think, like, regular season, I think it's going to be fine. But my only concern is, like, when the game slows down in the playoffs, where it's not a lot of fast break transition points, what's going to happen? And also, I would throw this. Kyrie Irving deferred to James Harden and said, you know what, James Harden, I'm going to be the shooting guard, you be the point guard. Of course, it worked when they were on the court together. They had that crazy performance when they had 102 points in the regular season, most out of any big three in the history of the NBA, which is phenomenal, which is crazy. I'll tell you they were. Only played 16 games, though. I don't think, like, Kyrie's going to defer to, like, Ben Simmons and say, Ben Simmons, you know what? You had the ball in your hand. Like, Kyrie's probably not going to do that. He's like, oh, no, it's different with James Harden and Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. Like, James Harden is an MVP. James Harden has done, so much things, leading a team to the playoffs multiple years, had success. So it's going to be different, I feel, with Kyrie and even Kevin Durant, like, deferring to, like, say, all right, we want you to run a 4-out, 4 out, one in type of situation, and that could be a little tricky.
And it's funny too. I was thinking to myself, like, what exactly, how I think we should think about the perspective of the other players that weren't involved in the specific trade. So, like, off rip, let's talk about the best player on either team, Kevin Durant. How would you feel if you were Kevin Durant and you just found out that James Harden got traded and now Ben Simmons is coming to your team? How would you feel?
Well, I will feel two ways. I'll feel a little upset because, like, James Harden wanted to come play with Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were supposed to be this 3-headed monster. Things didn't work out. And I would feel upset. I would feel like, especially if, they're friends and stuff like that, I would feel a little upset. At the same time, I also will feel relieved because, like, now I know, like, he wanted out. It was, like, too much, like, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, now he knows. Kevin Durant knows, like, yo, James Harden went out. He's gone. I got a player that's coming in that wants to be here. So now that's more easier. Let's figure things out. Let's develop chemistry and stuff. Let's go. Because when you, like, got your heart halfway in, halfway out, it's kind of like that can affect the team in the locker room. That can affect the team on the court and stuff like that. But if you have players that are 100% all the way in, let's go to war. Let's get it. Let's go to war. Let's get it done. So he probably feels two different things.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate for the next 30 seconds, and I apologize to a lot of people out there that might be irritated with what I'm getting ready to say. Number one, you can make the case that a certain player should feel nervous, that now the second best player in your team may not even be able to play when it matters most during the playoffs. And now your third best player, we've seen in recent history, most recently, what they've actually done in the playoffs. So now, even though, again, you got two talented guys with you, and I still think they should be considered as somewhat favored to win, don't get me wrong, that is something that we can't ignore, right? And so I think, though, the good thing about Ben Simmons going to the Nets, though, on the positive side, is that the pressure won't be on him, right? He's not the first option, and he's not the second option, right? And you're playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, two of the most clutch players, not just in the league currently, but in league history. So now it might be okay if they look at Ben to maybe not just be a defensive guy, but it's like, ain't nobody asked you to really get triple doubles, right? No one's asked you to put up so many different shots. No one's asked you to facilitate for everybody the same way you had to in Philly, because at the end of the day, no matter how good Embiid is in Philly, Ben was the one that had to facilitate, right? Ben was the one that had to do all that. Let me tell you something. It don't matter who the point guard is for Kevin Durant. He doesn't need anyone to get a shot off, right? Kyrie Irving, it doesn't matter if James Harden, like, he's able to get his shot off. Now, obviously, Embiid is too, don't get me wrong. True. But I mean, like, they're going to be all right. I could count on Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. If they're both healthy and they're both playing in the NBA Finals and the playoffs, whatever, I have a lot of confidence in those two. So the pressure won't be the same for Ben. And I think that's going to be a benefit for him. He doesn't have to walk into a game or an arena thinking like, damn, I got to score 30, or damn, I got to get a 20-point trip dub. No, you don't. You got to perform. Don't get me wrong, because people have been waiting. But, the pressure just ain't the same.
I just think this is an excellent opportunity because, like, I feel like I said, my biggest concern is also, like, my biggest, like, well, I don't know. It's like, I think that with the amount of shooters that the Brooklyn Nets have, and having Ben Simmons on the court, I think he's going to be allowed to play his game sometimes when Kyrie and Kevin Durant are off the court, resting and stuff like that, especially going against teams' second units. Imagine, like, Ben Simmons, and then you got 4 shooters around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can get scary, especially in against the team's second unit. So I think that's something we have to think about as well. And I also feel like I talk about, like, the half court, what I'm very worried about, because you can't just go up and down like 24/7 like the regular season. In the playoffs, teams play defense. You know what I'm saying? That's what Giannis had to overcome, because Giannis in the regular season go north and south. But then once he realized, like, you know what? I can't just go north and south. Let me play this, like, let me be like a true big. Let me get in the pick and roll. Let me attack the basket. Let me catch alley-oops. Let me play in the low block and stuff like that. Let me, move without the basketball. Can Ben Simmons do that? That's what I would like to see. But also, like, to Ben Simmons' credit, they give the Brooklyn Nets something they really didn't have. Kevin Durant was their best defender. It ain't that way no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Simmons is now their best defender. So if they go against a great team like Giannis, they got somebody that can match up against them. If they grow up against a great team like the Philadelphia Sixers and Joel Embiid, they got somebody that can match up with them. Now, I'm not saying Ben Simmons is going to stop these guys and stuff like that, but it helps when you legitimately are the best perimeter defender in the league and you can actually guard 1 through 5 on a basketball court. That is a strength. So it also takes, less toll on your best player in Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant ain't got to guard the best perimeter player all the time, or ain't got to guard in the post. Like it's going to help the Brooklyn Nets in that aspect as well. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. And I'm happy for, like I said, both sides. But how do you feel about James Harden going to Philly? Because we talked about Ben a lot. Let's talk about James Harden with the Philadelphia Sixers.
And I got you. But one thing I will say is, definitely great analysis on the fact that you addressed the defensive side of the ball, right? Obviously, everyone's going to talk about the offensive side and just, they lost James, one of the great scorers of all time, all that. But now you add a guy who, takes the pressure off KD. The same way KD and Kyrie take the pressure off Ben, right? Ben is taking the pressure off them when it comes to the other side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it works out both ways. So I do like that. With James Harden and Embiid, you got two guys that can give you 40, 50 pretty much on any given night. People are already getting crazy with the Kobe and Shaq shit. Hold on. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Let's calm down. Kobe and Shaq have already proven like they have 3 championships. I get the possibilities and shit like that, but at the same time, we had
modern day.
We had the same possibilities of Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and James Harden. So let's wait. Let's at least let them win one. Let's see how. Let's let them play a game first. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? We want to rush this. I get the hype, the potential behind it. We haven't really seen a 2 and 5 combo, depending on. Obviously, you feel like James Harden is a 1.
Time.
Okay, whatever.
No, 2 and 5.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't really even think too much off the top of my head that come to mind. Maybe like Book and Ayton, and obviously not saying that Ayton is on Embiid level.
No, we ain't seen it in a minute.
I'm just saying though, like if there is any situation, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Spider, Rudy, you know what I'm saying? Like just if there what type of recent history that we've had of seeing a 2 and 5. But either way, we've talked about before the idea of duos, right? And big 3, and obviously 3 is more than 2. But when you have a duo like LeBron and AD, you can win a championship. When you got a duo of James Harden and Embiid, you can win a championship. And one thing I want to say too, just to go back just a little bit, is with Ben Simmons going to Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie, I think that potentially that can be similar to what Laker fans were hoping could happen with the Russell Westbrook situation, and that Russ really dominating that second unit, right? Hopefully Ben dominating that second unit. Obviously, KD and Kyrie might get the majority of the shine with the starting 5. But if you give Ben the opportunity to play with shooters around him against the opposing second team's unit, then it's like, I mean, hey, we might see something.
Lakers ain't done that though. I mean,
of course. That's exactly what I said. Hope. That's exactly what I said. Hope and potential.
Lakers ain't done it. They just got Russell Westbrook and then dropped him off and said, all right, we get the talent and let's try to figure this out. That hasn't happened. Like it's a whole lot of stuff with the Lakers. I don't even want to talk about that situation. Because it's crazy. But for James Harden and Joel Embiid, I think it's kind of like it can be scary. And when I mentioned like the whole Kobe and Shaq situation, the 2 and 5, I'm not even talking about like I don't have any like I'm not gonna sit here and say they're gonna win a championship. Hell no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the inside-outside combination of the two. I'm talking about more so like play style. This is the first time that we really seen James Harden. We got flashes of it when he played with Christian Wood, a hybrid big that can shoot, that can rebound, that can get inside, that you can do the pick and roll, that you can hit the alley for. Like we saw flashes of it with the Houston Rockets, but James Harden was so like, adamant about leaving. It was just kind of like we knew we wasn't going to see it for the whole regular season. Now he's in a situation where he has a player that really matches his play style, like helps his play. Like James Harden and Joel Embiid will work beautiful. It's certain players in the league like you just know that if they pair together, their play styles will work phenomenal with. That's to me it was always with James Harden was always Anthony Davis, guys like Christian Wood, also like if he played with Dirk Nowitzki retired of course, but and Joel Embiid, like guys like that, like can do like 3-level scores, can play inside, can play outside and stuff like that. So I think it's going to work really well. But the only issue with this situation to me is like, James Harden, you went to the Brooklyn Nets to be on a 3-headed monster. You went out of the Brooklyn Nets because you felt like, yo, you still had a lot of responsibility that you did not want or thought you was going to have when you came to the Brooklyn Nets regarding if it's a COVID situation, guys being hurt. James Harden was available the most out of the big three. Okay. You didn't want to have that type of like those expectations. Now you go to the Philadelphia Sixers, and I'm here to tell you, James Harden, you don't have Kyrie, you don't have Kevin Durant, you got Joel Embiid, but it's just kind of like you can't be like this, just like run the show and like kind of like 20-10 guy. No, is he gonna go back to Houston, Harden? That's what I want to see. Like, because that 20-10 like that ain't getting it done. Like I like Tyrese Maxey, I like Tobias Harris, but let me tell you something. That ain't getting it done. Like, it's going to be more pressure on you now. Like, you didn't want the expectations because you felt like you had to do what you did in Houston, the Brooklyn Nets. That's not what you signed up for. But you kind of like signed up for that with the Philadelphia Sixers. So, like, what's going to happen?
At least he knows, though, ahead of time, like, what he's dealing with. Right? Okay. So, like, even though there's more pressure on him to thrive with Philly, at least you know that going in. Right, like if you're like you mentioned all the time, if you go to Brooklyn, you thinking, all right, KD to my left, Kyrie to my right, we about to get active. So I know that, but then to get there and see that like dude's not hooping again for whatever reason, right? You know what I'm saying, injuries, COVID, whatever. You know that, but at least going to Philly, even if you have the mindset of like, damn, all right, I might have to do a little bit more, but I am fully aware of that. This isn't, I'm not going to get there. Then all of a sudden, damn, did I make the right decision? You know what you walking into, right? And again, like I think one thing about James Harden is that he's very smart on the basketball court as well, right? Yeah. So I think he has the ability to adjust, and not a lot of stars and superstars are able to do that, right? To be able to put themselves in a facilitating role, but also a scoring role, right? And so I think he's able to turn back that switch of being Houston Harden. I don't think he'll even need to be that aggressive because he has Embiid who will allow him to kind of chill a little bit at times, because sometimes, right, there's X's and O's, there's P&Rs and all that, but at the same time, there's going to be players where it's like, yo, Embiid, here's the basketball. I'm just going to watch. Right? Like, it don't got to be too much. Just get out the way and give him the basketball. But so because that's the case, I think that's actually going to help Harden. Right? I think it's been a minute since we've been able to see him operate like that, even with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And also, too, like, Philly has a good squad. Right? I think they were just, like, even last year with Ben Simmons, they had a good squad. And so if you replace Ben with Harden, who, you know, obviously it's a little bit of more of an upgrade. It's like you saying that they may not be your pick, I believe you said, right? That to win championship. It wouldn't surprise me.
No, I'm not saying like I'm saying like the Kobe and Shaq comparisons of play style is going to lead them to a championship. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the playing style. But I mean, if you got a team that just had the number one record in the conference, right? And you just got a top 5 player in that conference, it wouldn't surprise me at all, especially if one of your main competitions is the team you just left. Now, I'm going to say this, though. It's going to get nasty if Philly loses to Brooklyn.
Or if Brooklyn loses to Philly.
Yeah, but who does it get nasty for if Brooklyn loses to Philly? I don't see it being like
it gets nasty. It gets nasty for like
who, Kevin Durant. He's stamped. Like you don't gotta.
It gets nasty for that organization because that organization played themselves with the power structure, the power like struggle with Kyrie Irving in the beginning of the year. That's what it gets nasty for. Because if they just let Kyrie Irving play part time like they're doing right now, we probably wouldn't be talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Like we probably wouldn't even be talking about this, to be honest. Like that power struggle of, you're not gonna play and then we're gonna let you play and stuff like that. Like that would have took so much of the stress off of James Harden.
But
with Kyrie on the court, yeah, I think it would.
The only reason why I said it is because they were still losing, right? Like it wasn't like, I'm not saying they won like 12 games in a row with Kyrie and Kyrie and Harden, but like a part of that losing streak was them too. Like they were losing. Now, obviously, we want to throw chemistry, but on the road though, with KD being out, it's like, well, you got 2 of them. Yeah. You're still not winning. What like? So again, like you maybe someone might want to play the chemistry role. You might want to play the they were on the road card, or whatever you want to use. The fact of the matter is, an L is an L. If you're not getting it done with one of the guys that you asked for, what more else do you want? And what's funny is, even as I say that aloud, I'm sitting here saying, what more do you want? He's literally gotten it, like in terms of a new team terms of another superstar. So I'll tell you this though, James Harden as well as Ben Simmons are two lucky individuals. Because the fact that like they've been able to request trades and go to teams that are able to win championships now, right? Like
a lot of people don't get that. Look at DeMar. They shipped that boy to San Antonio. They shipped that boy to San Antonio, and then people forgot how great he was because he went into a team-friendly offense and played a team-friendly game after years of people just talking about he's just a scorer. Then he goes to the San Antonio Spurs. He's averaging 25 and 5 in a team-friendly offense and showing a complete game, all-around game. It's like, oh, he's not an all-star. He's not an all-star. Don't get the love. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. So not all players are blessed and fortunate enough to go from a championship situation to another championship situation. So it's going to be very interesting. But other trades that happen.
You want to talk about Trez going to the Hornets?
Yeah, I like it.
Is there one that sticks out to you outside of that?
I think the KP going to the Washington Wizards.
KP. I'm with that.
Going to Washington Wizards. I don't. What the hell are the Dallas Mavericks doing? I don't understand.
What are the Mavericks doing?
What are Dallas Mavericks doing? Because Spencer Dinwiddie, he needs a new situation. He needs a new situation. But it's just kind of like they got David Bertans. Like he's a shooter, but David Bertans ain't shot the ball well since he got that 4-year, $80 million deal when he lit it up in a contract year. In a contract year. So I was just like, I don't know. Like, and it just seems like people want to say that KP is never, availability is the best ability. So it's kind of like that's why they got rid of him. But it's just, who knows? I don't know what the Wizards are doing. Like, it's like I guess they're still trying to build a team around Bradley Beal. They think Bradley Beal is going to stay. I don't know about that situation, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. Neither does anything for me, to be honest.
Man, we need to start getting them free Brad t-shirts popping.
Brad gotta want us to get them free Brad t-shirts first.
No, of course. No, it's our job to do that. Obviously, Brad would never come and say it. I'm gonna get a little. Get a tee or something, get a hoodie or some shit. Free Brad, definitely free Dame. Man, talk about isolation.
Yeah, CJ.
I'm not talking about on the basketball court either. I'm not talking about that. Straight up isolation. Man, looking to your left and looking to your right. And the Lakers still lost. Oh my God.
Biggest losers in the trade deadline was the Lakers. They didn't do nothing.
Wow, you're not about to say the New York Knicks?
I wouldn't say the New York Knicks because the New York Knicks don't have any expectations. They didn't come in, it's like they, New York Knicks, like nobody, they don't have Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, LeBron James on their team. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not going to really like look at that and say like, oh, the Knicks ain't do nothing. It's just kind of like, well, they did something before the trade deadline and not playing Cam Reddish. So it's just like, I don't have any hope, any faith with the New York Knicks.
I'm going to get some of these this is the beauty of social media. And I heard you. It's just that I was getting alerts and shit, from kind of what's happening now with the draft happening. Wow. So reading the tweet now, it says, KD picked Rudy Gobert with his last pick over James Harden. Man, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what the beef is. But I don't give a damn. I do not give two shits.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You're not finna pick.
Rudy Gobert.
Y'all know the rest. Y'all know. What are we doing?
Rudy Gobert over James Harden. Are the teams up?
Oh, man. No, they saying it right now as we speak. Y'all getting live coverage. I mean, not when we post. So on Team LeBron, and this is a very reliable source. On Team LeBron, we got that boy Giannis, Steph, DeMar, Jokic, Luka, Darius Garland, Chris Paul, Jimmy, Spider, Fred, and last but definitely not least, James Harden. I'm going to say it again. Team LeBron, we got Giannis, Steph, Finn, Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Jokic, Luka, Darius Garland, Chris Paul, Jimmy, Spider, Fred, and James Harden.
It's a wrap. They got 3 top 5 players. It's a wrap. LeBron's, Giannis, and Curry.
And you can make case they got 4 to 5. You can make case they got 4 to 5.
Yeah. Borderline with James Harden. Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Oh shit! You can make case they got 5 out of 5. I was talking about Jokic.
I forgot about Jokic.
I was talking about Jokic.
We don't even need to hear
Kevin.
We don't even need to hear Kevin.
I get it. I get Katie's agenda. Bruh, man, trying to get Finals MVP. I'm not mad at it.
No,
I'm not mad at it. So, all right, so we got to do, you reading Team Durant's, Team Kevin Durant's. We got that boy KD, obviously. Embiid. God,
yeah, you said MVP. I'm like, he said MVP.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, man. We might see a 30 burger in the damn All-Star game. All right, we got that boy KD injured. Embiid, Ja, your man's Jason, Trey, Wiggins, Book, Cat, Zach, DeJounte Murray, Chris Middleton, LaMelo Ball, and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's a
Woo, it's getting nasty. You can make the case and with no KD, bro, you could. I'm not even trying to gas it, bro. You can make the case that LeBron's team literally has 5 of the 6 best players in this game.
Yeah,
no gas.
I don't know what the hell KD picking the. He does this every year. He picks the guys that, like, you know, scorers, you know, pure hoopers and stuff like that. He does it
that's
every year.
That you would do. That's something you do.
No. Not if I'm trying to win. I ain't picking all pure hoopers. There's gonna be someone, but not if I'm trying to win. I'm not one of those guys that just gonna only pick like, I'm picking a pure hooper. No, I know how to build a team. Like, I'm not gonna just pick the same guys to do everything.
Well, shit, you might need to throw on your GM hat because damn. It's one thing to be able to score, but then apparently it's a lot different to be a GM.
But it is an All-Star game, so I guess they feel like.
But you know what's funny? You know it's so funny. I say, you know it's so funny. Watch they win. Watch they win.
Go run it up. Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, watch they win.
LeBron ain't gonna play that much probably anyway.
Because you know what though too? I'm looking at their team right now. They got a lot of guys who I feel like got something to prove. KD's team. Now that I'm thinking about it over again, they got a lot of guys that's got something to prove.
It's going to play a little harder. LaMelo, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum,
DeJounte, Zach, Wiggins, Cat.
Yeah.
They got guys that got something. That's crazy.
They do. They got
Meanwhile, on the other end, they got dudes that, hey, man, we got chips, we got finals MVPs, we got awards. Like, yeah, I just got traded type guys. Like, only guy I'm thinking that might have a chip on his shoulder, like for real, maybe Fred.
Yeah.
I mean, DG, I mean, he just made his All-Star game. He's getting a respect. Like, DG isn't something where I feel like, you know, people hate on. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna play about 8 minutes, 6, 7 minutes.
I mean, they said Cleveland, so, you know, he might get the party started.
Oh, true.
You know, he might, you know what I'm saying, get active, but.
Yeah, Team LeBron. It's nasty.
Yeah. Damn.
It's nasty.
Yeah. How to
the whole All-Star weekend maybe be nasty. I'm not really, you know how you like looking at like some of the stuff they're doing is like,
yeah. So this one might be our last episode before All-Star.
What is All-Star next week, right?
All-Star is February. No, All-Star. But we got the dates for you. All-Star is the 18th to the 20th. So yeah, next February 18th to 20th, All-Star Weekend in Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could get. Damn, you missed some picks. Damn, who got an All-Star? I mean All-Star. Shit, what am I talking about? I'm damn dunk contest. We got Obi, right? Knicks, baby. All right, we got who else was it? Damn it. Cole Anthony. We got Cole Anthony. We got your man Jalen Green. And then bro from the Warriors. Yeah. You know what's funny?
He said bro for the Warriors.
But you know what's funny, bro? But you know what's funny, though? Watch you bro for the Warriors. It's always the people that you never end up,
True.
A lot of people saying, damn, Jalen Green gonna win, but
I think Cole may get it. I think Cole may get it. 6'3", sneaky underrated athleticism.
I say, it might be underrated.
Sneaky.
It ain't
underrated
sneaky.
athleticism.
If you think it's sneaky, people just not watching.
I'm gonna roll with Cole.
Anthony.
Yeah, probably with Cole. 3-point shootout. Who got the 3-point shootout?
Was Zach is in it. Trey is in it. I got where to list that? That celebrity game is cheeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. That celebrity game is cans. We got CJ McCollum, New Orleans Pelicans. Damn.
Cat.
Patty Mills.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Patty. I think Patty gonna get hot.
Oh no, man. Trey Young, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Patty. Patty or Trey? One of them gonna win. I think I'm gonna get the S to Patty.
Where's this damn swipe through?
Patty get hot in a minute. Like for real.
And no, I'm not ignoring. I hear. I'm just looking at this or trying to find the damn 3-point
skills.
Yeah, no, I don't care about skills. Skills. I mean, who is winning skills?
No, I don't care about that. They changed the whole format. They got Giannis and his brothers who in the league because of Giannis, all on the team. Then they got the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then they got like the young studs or whatever doing it as well. I'm good off that. That's
Bruh, man, shut that down immediately. Yo, where the hell? Come on, man. Okay, no, I'm just gonna go to my best friend Google. All right, NBA 3-point competition, right?
We named them all.
No, did we name like 6?
Patty Mills.
Like there's one person that we didn't name.
Horton Tucker Jr.
THT. Oh, Desmond Bain. Here we go. Desmond Bain, my man.
THT is in all in the 3-point shooting contest.
No, he's not. What?
I think he is.
THT is not a 3-point shooting contest.
You sure? Oh, okay.
Bro,
okay.
what the hell?
I thought I saw something on. Maybe it was like a meme or a joke.
Yeah. All right. This man loved to find a way to bring in Lakers slander for no apparent reason. Anyway,
so they brought that to themselves.
Facts.
Anyway,
we got CJ McCollum, Trey Young, Zach LaVine, Desmond Bain, Karl Anthony Towns, Fred VanVleet, Luke Kennard, and Patty Mills. Who we got? Patty, what's the parlays looking like?
Patty, no free shoutouts.
Of course, I said was parlays. That's why I say a name.
Patty.
Yeah, we got a couple of sports band groups I'm aware of. I already know my sports band people can get real active.
I'm getting Patty.
That's what we should have did. The No Pump Fakes sports band group. Who you got? You said Patty?
Yeah. Patty and CJ. Patty and Cole. Patty and
Cole?
And Cole for the dunk contest.
Who do I got? I mean, Trey is like the easy answer. It's tough to go with Cat as a big. I'm going with Trey. Let me not make this more difficult than it has to be. It's Trey Young. Yeah. Go with Trey.
Yeah.
Let me go with Trey. JG to win the dunk contest, please.
Jalen Green. He needs.
I want to win some this year.
He needs to win the dunk contest because I don't even.
Because them Rockets is. They got Dennis Schroeder though. As of this recording, he was traded and shit.
Yeah, DG's been. I don't know what the Rockets are doing. JG. I'm sorry, JG.
Two completely different team situations right now.
I don't know what the hell the Rockets are doing right now, but he has to get stronger. He definitely has to get stronger. He got to get in the weight room. I think right now that's the biggest difference. Not his talent, not his skill set. It's just like, he got to get in the weight room. He got to put on some muscle, and he'll be fine. Because the talent is there. The skill set is there. The talent is there. But it's all about, shot selection, getting in the weight room, getting easier shots. I mean, I'm watching him play so many times. He's just like, but he's young, though. You know what I'm saying? Taking a lot of shots. But that's gonna come. But, it's people got to pump the brakes because people are starting to get disrespectful when they talk about him. I know other guys having success.
Mean? Like
saying he's 6 man, about to be the next Jordan Clarkson. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy what like we have a lot of expectations coming into a rookie season. You're supposed to be in a Rookie of the Year award, race and stuff like that. You're nowhere near that. So people start to, how they love the slander. Slander starts to come, but it's just like you see Scotty Barnes dominating. You see Cade Cunningham, who missed a lot of time. He's dominating. Like you see that boy down there, Wagner in Orlando, dominating. Like it's.
Need you to shout out Evan too.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley doing his thing in Cleveland.
Evan Mobley dominating. And then you look at like guys like Evan Mobley, most talented player was drafted in my opinion. Then you got Cade Cunningham. Like game was the guy that was most NBA ready. Game is very complete already. Then you look at Scotty Barnes, freak of nature, athleticism off the charts. It's like you start looking at those 3 players right there. You start thinking like, these are bona fide hits. All right.
And it's tough too.
Check.
Yeah, it's tough too.
I mean, sometimes guys it takes time to develop.
And also too, isn't like JG a damn How old is Jalen Green?
18, man.
Oh, he's 20. So I mean,
he's 20.
Yeah. Broadman just turned 20. So I mean, basically a teenager.
20.
He's basically a teenager. Wait, what's his birthday? Was So yeah, February. So yeah, he's basically a teenager. So it's like you sometimes people forget like, yo, what were you doing when you were 19 to 20 years old? Probably not playing professional basketball. So it's like you just start to think like, all right, they're still young, right? They're still got time to develop and grow. Now again, you be a top 2 pick. People ain't really trying to hear that.
Yeah,
they want results. But fortunately for him, he's not in a situation or a city where the pressure is like that. We saw what they did to their most recent superstar in James Harden. But at the same time, this ain't like, hey, man, we wanted you to come in and give us 40 on game 1. We wanted you to take us to the promised land the minute you got here. Damn, my phone is going off for all these Twitter notifications. Everyone talking about this damn 76ers versus Nets trade. Ooh, I just realized All-Star are going to be interesting.
Ain't going to be interesting. That fake smoke.
Facts.
Fake smoke, man.
Fake smoke.
Fake smoke. Man.
The air finna be cleared. I get it. Everyone a little fake mad. Everybody, whatever. Toss out the ball.
We heard real mad. Charles Oakley when he came on, he talked about like 1985 All-Star game. Michael Jordan was a rookie. They froze Michael Jordan out. Isaiah Thomas was leading the charge. Michael had that grudge for the rest of his life. That's real beef. Ain't no real beef in the NBA no more. That's real beef. Like, oh yeah, fake mad. Like, we come on now.
No, on the highest of keys, the greatest player of all time being petty is actually amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Well, yeah.
That's really hilarious. But damn, bro. I mean, hopefully it's a good game. I mean, hopefully, we get some dope one-on-ones. Hopefully we get some dope ISOs. And shout out to Cleveland too for getting an All-Star game. Y'all deserve it. Real talk.
They better show out.
Season. Yeah, I'm happy for y'all, man.
They better show out. They better show out. They can show out, and who knows? Should be a LeBron tribute.
A LeBron tribute.
Shit. When the Lakers playing, you talk about Bradley Beal. Shit, I'm ready to get
free Bron.
I'm ready to get the free Bron out in a minute.
We're getting the free Bron tease out.
I'm ready to get the free Bron. I think people forget. It's just like LeBron James took on the challenge. Kobe Bryant said like, if you can't, if you had to like, try to, what is the word he said? I'm missing the quote. He said something about like, if you got to like try to recruit somebody to come here to play with the Los Angeles Lakers, they're not.
Yep.
They're not. That's not who you want or whatever. LeBron willingly came to the Los Angeles Lakers, but before that, the Los Angeles Lakers had a lot of problems. They're still playing like for their management situation. Like they're still paying Luol Deng for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron came, he took on the challenge, he won the Los Angeles Lakers a championship, but that doesn't mean that like all those other factors just vanish. Just washed away. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're seeing right now. Management issues, money issues, being cheap in certain areas and certain aspects compared to other like organizations who have more money than the Los Angeles Lakers. Like it's a whole lot of things. So it's just kind of like he did his job. He won a championship. If he decides to leave, you heard what Oakley said, like LeBron tends to like stick out his contract. Now, I don't know when his contract is up. But like he's gonna probably finish out his contract. I don't know if LeBron's getting older, but it's just like he's not slowing down. So it's just like when he's on the court, he's healthy. He looks right. Still arguably the best player in the world, if not the best, top 3, easy. So it's just like, who knows? But it's just like the way with the Los Angeles Lakers are playing and they made no moves. It's just kind of like, damn, like Rob Pelinka, what the hell were you doing? Like what the hell were you doing? Like it was some moves out there that you could have and it's crazy because when we look at a lot of these trades, we look at the CJ McCollum trade, like we look at Sacramento King, like some of these trades were just really like cap space. Let's get some cap. Let's crowd cap space. So it's just like it was moves to be had. You can't tell me that nobody wanted THT in the 2027 first round pick. You can't tell me that nobody wanted Kendrick Nunn. Like you can't tell me that like because the way teams value draft picks, it's just kind of like you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Like I'm sorry, you can't. You couldn't, like, they had an opportunity to get Cam Reddish. They offered 2 first-round draft picks. Why? That's what they like, why? You know what I'm saying? Cam Reddish was available. Now Cam Reddish riding on the bench with the New York Knicks because Tom Thibodeau don't like coaching young players or don't know how to coach young players. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. We talk about things with the Lakers. It's just like, I'm done. I'm done. Like
this man saying he's done like you the fan on this show.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm tired of seeing this, man.
Yeah.
You just frustrated because at them not making certain moves. I'm frustrated at the lack of play. I don't even care that we didn't make any moves. I don't. I'm not blaming no GM for a team that got LeBron James and Anthony Davis that just lost to Damian Lillard and TJ McCollum list and Norman Powell list. Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
That ain't Rob Pelinka's fault. That ain't Frank Vogel's fault. Like, whoa. I'll just stop there. But it ain't Rob Pelinka's fault. Like, there's certain things, if you want to make the case, all right, over the course of the regular season, all that stuff, but like, man, this is supposed to be an episode where I enjoy talking about the NBA All-Star preview. And now here we are talking about the catastrophe that is the Los Angeles Lakers. But you know what, though? When all else fails, when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers, would you like to know something crazy? They still have LeBron James. So when it's all said and done, as long as he's healthy, who knows?
This is a 37-year-old LeBron. Like, that
doesn't matter to me.
It does matter because if this was LeBron averaging damn near 30, Theus, and they're losing.
But what does that?
It means a lot because this is not the LeBron. Like, I know LeBron is still arguably the best player in the world, top 3 player in the world, but this is not the same LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to think that LeBron is still in his peak. It's so crazy. Like, but this is not the same LeBron. LeBron used to be able to will teams to victories.
Shit will them. Be crazy.
Will teams to victories.
Oh, get on my back.
And it's crazy because he got Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis, and he can't will a team. He was willing teams with like guys that was streaming on Twitch. Like, it's crazy. Like, bro, but you got Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook, and he can't will them to victory. Like, will them, like, come on, like, it's different, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they cook, bro. I just think they cook. I don't want to talk about it because especially as a Russell Westbrook fan, it's just like.
That's the only bright spot I thought outside of all this. All that noise of it was Russ's fault. Well, when he wasn't playing, you still lost. So what exactly are we doing?
Real ones knew that, though.
Of course, but I'm saying sometimes we needed the actual physical proof.
The proof.
You feel me? Yeah, you needed the proof. Russ isn't playing and you still lost to a team that didn't have Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum. Who fault is that?
All right.
Who was that? Come on. What exactly are we doing here? But I get it. But yeah, on a serious note, enjoy the All-Star games as much as you can. Hopefully Team LeBron gets a win. It'd be nice to see.
Only way they've been winning recently. This is crazy. You gotta hope we get this win at All-Star game, LeBron.
LeBron about to be amazed stepping in like, man, so this is what it's like to get some
free Bron,
high quality basketball players and get some dubs. Let's get it going.
Free to go. I'm out,
man. All right, y'all. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's Theus McBee. Make sure you go follow No Pump Fakes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcasts.